Pretties, welcome to Peevesville. So, let's do this. I have my Harry Potter project pan update. So, I'm really excited. So let's just get started. First off, this was created by Christina Chang, so please check her out. She's amazing. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. I'm gonna leave her down below. Please also check out the hashtag so you can see everybody else is participating, or the spreadsheet. So yeah, you know, that's out there. That also being said, the lighting, I know it's dark. I've been having a hard time finding time to film, and I've mentioned it briefly in my previous video, so please forgive. Anyway, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to become a resident of Peevesville, and let's get started. All right, so for there's 4 categories. I can't remember the order right now, but the first one I think is House Pride. If I'm wrong, I know for sure that's one of the categories. I just don't know which one which right now. So I do have these 2 greens right here because I am a Slytherin, and I actually am wearing this one right here, and I just kind of made like a wing liner with the little green, and it looks beautiful if I say so myself. I'll be 100% honest. I gave myself an unrealistic goal, and I knew that from the very beginning. So I would like to say that there's a dip, but like I don't know that for a fact. There is a slight dip in this green one, but it's so noticeable and it's so dark that you're not really gonna be able to see it. But I am loving it. I love wearing green eyeshadow. It is my favorite colorful eyeshadow to wear, so I'm okay with that. All right, so for the next one, I believe is Mr. Peeves, and it was something that you didn't like at first, but now you do, or something you used to like, but now you don't. I don't know. And so I chose this liquid liner. And I will say I'm very, very thankful for this project pan because I've learned I don't like liquid liners like this. I've used it a couple of times. I give myself the unrealistic goal of trying to finish it up, and this is my first ever liquid liner, so I can't say that I do or don't. But what I have learned, and I mentioned this in my last update, is that I actually like to do liners like that, but with eyeshadow, not necessarily with an actual liquid liner that's for. Whether that's me wearing a black liner, green, blue, and I can switch it up all the time, and I just like it so much better. I don't like it to be so evenly and so grand like you see it on Instagram. That's not really my appeal, and so this is not something for me, and I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't put it in this project pan. So I'm excited I did. I'm still trying to use it here and there when I get a chance, but it is not a top priority, and to be honest, I'm okay with that. Okay. So let's go to extendable ears, which I chose the Milani bronzer because I've heard so many good things about it. Everybody raves about it, and I'm gonna rave about it too. This bronzer is amazing, and I'm actually surprised that I dug my nail into it. I still haven't hit pan. I can't. My lighting sucks right now because it's really dark, but you can definitely see the rings right there. The rings are super noticeable, not just the first one, but the second one. The fact that I still haven't hit pan on this amazes me. I know that it took Kelly Gooch in hers like ridiculously amount of time, but I also know that Kelly has a bunch of bronzers. This is my only bronzer that I own. It's the only one that I use every time that I wear bronzer. I wear bronzer minimum of 4 times a week, and for some however miraculous reason I still haven't hit pan on it. This is crazy. I've mentioned this to you guys before, but I finished a butter bronzer from start to finish in less than 6 months. Start to finish. I've finished a bunch of bras in the past. This is the thing, and it's not like it's like really tightly pressed. There is definitely some kick up when I use it. So I know there's some product that I'm losing naturally from usage. This bronzer to me is an enigma. I have no idea. It makes no sense. Like the never ending bronzer, I still haven't hit pan on it. And from what Kelly Gooch told me, even once you hit pan, it still doesn't go real quickly. I have no idea what kind of witchcraft's going on with this bronzer, but worth the penny. Would I repurchase it? Hell yes. I actually really enjoy the color because I think it's so natural. It gives you it's for my skin tone, it's just lightly darker, and yet it gives such a good, like, it's like a contour bronze kind of thing. And I actually think contour looks more natural than bronzer because sometimes bronzer, it's too orange, it's too intense. People go way too dark, and I feel like this does a good way of doing both and chiseling out my skin without making it look like, what is that brown streaks on your face? You know, I think that this is so seamless and it blends beautifully. I really like it. Yes, I would repurchase. I love it. Okay, and the next one is Mrs. Weasley's Christmas sweaters. And so I chose the Millennium Romantic Rose. So when I first put this in here, it was almost brand new. All the embossing went away, and then I actually hit pan. I had to repress it because it was cracking. And do y'all see that? I hit pan on it again. Now granted, I will say there were some cracks when I repressed it, so it was really easy for me to hit pan again. And I am still getting hard pan, but I found that if I use a more streaky brush, or one of those brushes that's it's a little rougher, I get to pick it up a little bit easier, and I make sure not to get those hard pans, and I'm having an easier time applying it. And I've mentioned this before as well, this color is way too light for me and it does not build the light way I would like to. So I am going through it quickly that way, but I'm actually surprised how quickly I'm going through it. I mean, yes, I've hit pan and I'm not sure you can see that, but it's actually, there is a dip also going along the way. I actually think if I focused on this, I could finish this next year for sure. And I never thought that would be possible because there's a shit ton of product in here. There's 0.6 ounces of product in this one blush. It's crazy. But I actually think I could do it if I focused on it. Anyway, that is it. I knew this was gonna be a long burner. I honestly want to say that I chose some wrong products for this project pan, but I'm okay with that. Honestly, the theme, I just love Harry Potter, and I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Anyway, please don't forget to like and subscribe to become a resident investor, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.